Welcome back to another video, and this time this is going to be your complete weapon guide and no premium weapons included. Okay, so pistols. Don't go for pistols. Only pistols you should really consider is the Mustang or the Trailblazer, maybe the GG17 if you really want to though, but I still really wouldn't recommend pistols too much though. SMGs, when you get into the high gameplay, high levels, they become utterly useless pretty much, okay? But low levels, don't worry too much about weapons, because at that point all you're going to really find is like low-end SMGs and like low-end assault rifles and shotguns maybe, but don't really focus on weapons too much here on SMGs. Assault rifles, no. If you're starting out, I'd really recommend trying to find a Heartburn, maybe Raptor, Gigavolt for low levels. High levels, I'd recommend, like mid to high, I'd recommend Hardtorn or Mixmaster, or the Fustafang Breacher, or however you say this, for like mid to high. Okay, this is a faction war weapon. You can grind the faction war to get it. It goes the same thing with red and black. Don't worry about any of the others. Just go for the Mixmaster or Hardtorn. Starburst sucks. Don't go for it. Shotguns. Starting out, I recommend the Radar 30 Strike Force or the Stripper. If you can't get your hands on those, that's fine. Stripper, you really should try to get your hands on, especially to mid to high. Well, mid levels, I'd really recommend it. Shockfield, only get it when you have 5 out of 5 red shotguns collections, because you get 5 extra bullets, and your Shockfield normally only has 5, so you have 10, so it's more damage, which makes it so great. And red, black, like I just said, Shockfield, Radar 30 Strike Force, Stripper, Shottily Tempest, snipers. When you get around level 15-ish, start looking for the Jupiter. If you can find the Jupiter, you're set. You're pretty much set until you find like something better than it, like the Shockfield maybe, or red Jupiter. Hornet's good if you only have it. Have the sniper masteries at max. So if you have your sniper mastery at level 5, then you can use it. But then but without that, it's not really all that great. Jupiter, very good gun if you can get your hands on it at low levels. Then I'd try to focus on maybe Mixmaster, and then I'd try to go for like a Shottily Tempest and maybe Shockfield. Rocket launchers, don't use rocket launchers besides the Death Charge. Death Charge is an insane bossing weapon currently that I've been using, but it's pretty cheap to get out of the faction war though, so it's a very, very great gun. It goes with the same with black and red. Don't use these, they are pretty much trash. Too much movement penalty and not enough DPS to really keep up. Flamethrowers, you can use the Ronson WP flamethrower if you really want. Avalanche, I haven't really tested. Phoenix, I've tried. I had it at about like level 30 to maybe level 20-ish, and it was barely killing any zombies, well, a horde of zombies anyway. Red and black, you can only use the Ronson WP from red to black, as you can see here, but the Ronson WP and maybe the Avalanche might be the best ones here. LMGs, don't use LMGs, especially when you're starting out. When you get to about mid-level, then the only one I could recommend is the Proposition, but it has too much movement penalty, so I'd recommend Skeleton if you can't get it. Black goes the same thing. Disc throwers, you can use the Shredder if you want to, but I really wouldn't recommend it too much. I don't like it. But red and black, that's when it starts getting good, because I've seen a lot of people using it, and it seems to be very, very insane. So go for it. Lasers, Krakatoa, and Hotspot. Hotspot for bossing, Krakatoa for bossing, but the Krakatoa ain't as overpowered as it used to be. CM Proton Art is an insane bossing weapon, but it's free. I mean, you gotta pay like $40 for the darn thing, so it's insane. It's insane how much you gotta spend for that. Krakatoa is another great bossing weapon, but it's been nerfed. Not as sane as it used to be. Rocket launchers, the Zinzin Fallen. That's the other one that you want to try to get, but if you don't want to spend money, it's okay, because that gun also costs like almost $40. That's a lot. But that's really your weapon guides. Just really use whatever you want, to be honest. But don't use SMGs. Don't use rocket launchers besides the death charge. LMGs would be pretty much a waste of time. You're never gonna move around the map. And the only one you're gonna really I could recommend using is the proposition. Even at that point, I still really wouldn't recommend it that much. Alright. DISCLAMER, only use it if you can find it red and black. Same thing goes with hotspot. Only use it if you can find it red and black. Standard version ain't that great when you get into about when you finally find it. It's not gonna be all that great when you finally find it though. But anyways, that's your weapon guide, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Peace.